All right, this is a direct message to the CIA's coming in. To Kamala. Kamala, I voted for you. I wanted you to be president long before you started to run for president. I wanted Biden to retire a year before you started running and hand it to you. And that way you would have been president. You would have been the first lady president of the United States. And it would have been like, well, if you get elected, you'll be the first. But you would have already been the first. So that would have been a dead issue. And it doesn't matter. It's past BS. It doesn't really matter. I'm just reminiscing. Everything I'm saying, of course, you know. But what you don't know, or what you should know, is the election was stolen from you. You didn't lose. It was stolen from you. Musk and his little computer friends there took care of it. And a lot of other people were involved. The mob was involved. Everybody was involved in turning the election. They don't want to hand it to a woman. Just like I turned the whole world over to a woman. They weren't any happier about turning it over to you either. But I'm telling you, God himself has told me to tell you, go to the White House and declare your victory. Tell Trump to go start cutting the lawn at Mar-a-Lago because he no longer owns it. He's a landscaper at Mar-a-Lago now. And if you don't like it, well, we have other arrangements that he won't like even worse. Because he ain't playing golf. He's cutting the lawn on the golf course. So that's where he's going. So, and I can arrange a guillotine ending for him if you like. But, I don't like picking on the retarded and special children. It's no fun for me. I don't want to do that. But if he pushes the issue, I have no problem. I have no problem. But I'm telling you right now, get your butt to Washington and take over that White House. If you don't want the job, that's fine. But for now, it's your job. We can arrange someone else to do it if you don't want it. But something little thing on my shoulder says you want it, especially this way. I know there was a lot of news that people didn't like you, and I think they just didn't know you, and I like you because I think you're tough, and I think you don't take shit, and that's where you got my respect, and as a prosecutor, you kind of proved that. I don't like that you're a lawyer. I don't like that you were a prosecutor, but in the old world, what are you going to do? I'm hoping you'll turn over that leaf, and see a new way, And what better to have turn the world over to women and have a woman president, And since, I like the fact that you have experience. You've been there. You've been in those rooms. You've heard those conversations. You have your opinions. Whether I agree with them, I don't know. I really don't know what your opinions are on most issues. Didn't have much on your campaign to get them across, And I was kind of busy doing my own thing here. I wasn't concerned about your campaign, So I put on the TV, but I usually keep the sound off, It's kind of like that. But do it. And look, they're going to give you some resistance. But if you're tough, like I think you are, you got to fight. And you know it's going to happen. Nothing I said is not going to not happen. So, I don't think you should expect Trump to be happy, but, or any other men at the White House, but not being happy is the reason you're doing it, and sticking it to the man kind of thing, literally the man, sticking it to him from the woman, karma's a bitch, so go there and be the bitch of the world, and you will own it with me. I'll visit you. I don't want to be president. I have no care in the world to be president. I retired when I was 29, and I meant it. I don't plan on working, other than what, I don't consider this work. It's fun. This is fun, destroy the world and then rebuild it. You know, and then go to sleep. Hopefully. I don't know if sleep's in my future, but it's definitely not been in my past. I don't know. But I won't be sleeping with you, Kamala. Not because I couldn't. You're married. So you're off limits. And that's the way that goes. So, you know, enjoy your presidency. Don't worry about 4 years or anything like that. That don't exist no more. You'll leave when you want to leave, or you'll leave if we find somebody else that wants to do it, you know, and you want to, it'll be an agreement. You're not going to leave like Trump's leaving now. That's all, you know. You'll leave when you want to leave. And feel comfortable, you know, make it your home. Make this world, make this country your home, you know. You want to put flowers all over the place and paint everything pink? Go ahead. Want to paint the Washington Monument pink? Go ahead. I don't care. It's your deal. I'm not going to micromanage your life, you know. Look, when you hire I'm going to kill this. You got to look for another video. It'll finish this one. Part 2.